Card games. The parents would have read their newspapers in the morning. Here, the wife would have been, sewing and whatnot in her corner. Here we have some more built-in closets right underneath the stairs. This one was used for brooms, and this smaller one right underneath the stairs was used to store apples, but not only apples. When the children were naughty, they would be thrown in there and locked in there for timeout. So I kind of encouraged the kids to behave because they didn't want to get trapped in that little door. Over here we have the master bedroom. Like I said, all the beds are original. So mom and dad would have slept there, and there is a baby crib where the youngest child would have slept. Huge wardrobe. Like I said, they did afford, they did have the money to afford different outfits and clothes and stuff like that. So they did have some storage place in their house for clothes. This right here actually slides open. If the extra heat was needed in the parlor and formal dining room, they would have placed a stove right here. But because the piping doesn't go all the way over there, just because it's not very pretty, they usually just kept it closed and didn't use that part of the house during winter. As we head over here, we are in the winter kitchen. Now, like the tent house and most houses built in this era, we have a winter kitchen and a summer kitchen. Now, the winter kitchen was used during the winter, again, to heat up the rest of the house. We have the pipe that goes all the way around the house. We have this really cool stove, bunch of different pockets and components and stuff like that. Here we have a bread warmer. Here we can make the ash escape. Here we have a deep fryer. You can see to deep fry potatoes and whatnot. We just have a little pantry where we would store kitchen utensils, and this was the table that the family would have used on a regular basis, so they didn't have to dirty the beautiful china. There were 15 people living in this home, so they didn't have to go in rounds. So the kids ate first, etc. We have a sink, which is also very uncommon for a house built in this era. They were quite lucky to have a sink. Like I said, they were like super rich dudes, so they luckily could have a sink. And as we head over here, we can enter the summer kitchen. Now watch your step, it does go a little bit lower here. Very hot in here too. So I'm trying to make this one quick. Oh yeah, this one it's okay if we step on the wood.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, we are in the summer kitchen. The walls are poorly insulated so that the heat could seep out, but that also means the heat can come in, which explains why it's really hot in here. When it wasn't used for cooking, it was just used for storage. You can see we have a bunch of artifacts here. Like this one is a really cool one. It's to get all the kernels off of a corn cob. So you would just stick your corn cob in there and then spin it around, and it would take off all the kernels.
That's funny.
Yeah. Without creaming it or anything, so it would keep the kernels intact. Here we just have a milk can, cool artifacts. We have another furnace here. Here, because most of their gloves and socks were made out of wood or wool, they shrink when they dry, so they would just pull them over these, wire molds type things to keep their shape. This is also where they would have stored the wood. I've heard a lot of stories of a dog. One of the newer generations used to live in this house, and they own a big dog who was actually trained to go outside and retrieve some wood, open up the door and close the door with his own paws while he has the wood in his mouth, and then just drop it off here at the entrance. So I don't know if that's like legit, but yeah, I wouldn't have messed with that dog. It was apparently like a big dog. We have some moccasins up there, some snowshoes, lots of stuff that you would usually keep in storage.
This corn thing's hilarious. I like